All right.
And do ba do ba do ba do.
Is it recording now?
Yep.
All right. Hello, everybody.
Good afternoon.
Oh, welcome to the season 2 premiere of the Kingsmith podcast.
S2.
And finally, after many long weeks,
Oh my goodness. You would not believe the tribulation we went through.
the trials and the tribulations,
Goodness me.
we are starting season 2, and as you guys can see,
Yes.
actually see, hi,
Hi. You can see our faces.
we're kind of ugly, we know.
I don't know why you'd want to see our faces.
Yeah, and you can now see at least some of one of our recording locations
Yep.
here at the church. This is the youth. This is part of the youth office.
This is the office.
This is the office where we record. You can see our ugly faces.
Mm-hmm.
So, if you don't know what's going on, cool. We don't know either.
Join the club.
So, short little thing. We now have a Patreon. The links will be down in the description. Go look at it.
Unless you're already on Patreon.
You use your eyeballs to skim through all that.
Give us money.
You don't
Please.
have to if you don't want to.
But it's better too.
And you can go look at that and decide what level you want to be at. You want to be subscribed on to our faces.
Preferably the top.
But you don't have to be. You can be at the bottom. And we'll love you all the same.
Except for all the perks and benefits you get,
Yeah, at the top, right? Yeah, I know, right? But anyway, yeah. So, go. If you're listening to the podcast version, we also have a YouTube channel. Go check that out
Yep.
and have fun with that. And you can see our ugly faces all the time.
Yep. YouTube Kingsmith.
YouTube Kingsmith. And you'll see a couple other things that'll pop up, on the interwebs as time goes on.
Oh yeah.
But anyway, so that was just a brief little side note. I'm glad to be back recording.
I
Nathan,
am
how about you?
Super pumped to be back in the studio, back doing stuff again.
You're right.
Yes, sir.
It was a long road, and maybe we'll reveal it at some point.
Oh, duh. We should totally dive into it.
Okay. Let's go to the deep end then. What happened, Nathan?
Step one was we said we're going to reorganize. We're going to do some things different. We liked the way that we did things the first time around, but we were like, we could do stuff better, right?
Right, we could do stuff better. And we also talked about getting sponsorships and all that junk.
We're still working on that.
We're still working on getting official sponsors.
Yep.
Companies
Outside
and
of
stuff.
locations, sponsors.
Yeah, outside of locations and but yeah, we wanted to get sponsors, official sponsors,
For a while.
Then we were like, let's grow a little bit before we have sponsors. Also, side note, if you're watching this, we might not pay attention to the camera that much.
We look at each other a fair amount.
Sorry about that. You get our side profiles, me with my glorious beard and him with his
goatee.
His peach fuzz.
Yeah, I know. I need to do something better.
But anyway.
I need to go to a hair club for men or something.
Yeah. The first thing we actually ended up doing is we actually ended up getting the Patreon set up first.
Yeah.
We actually got that set up. And we were like, okay, what do we want to do? So we came up with the 4 levels we have there.
Mm-hmm.
And again, if you want to support us on Patreon, you're welcome to go.
Please.
You're welcome to do it.
Please.
Go check out that link. I know we're shameless plugging a whole bunch in the beginning here.
Also, if you want to email us and talk about sponsorship stuff, contact info down below.
Yeah.
Ding 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 ding
ding ding ding dong.
We are ding dongs.
The second thing we wanted to do is we wanted to get the YouTube channel set up.
Mm-hmm.
And we had a bit of a hiccup in that area.
Yeah, the hiccup was my computer died. That was 90% of our issues. So,
and
long story short, Windows Update
is kind of crap.
Yes.
Okay, Windows is not crap, but it can be sometimes.
It was this time. So yes, I have a Mac here, and the only reason why I've got a character from Frozen on the back of it.
That's not Frozen. I don't even know what that is.
I don't even. I think it's Frozen. Isn't it Frozen?
No, it's not.
I'm pretty sure it's Frozen. Anyway.
I think that's the Smurfs.
Sure. I don't know. I don't care.
Okay, so anyway, to explain the sticker on the back of Nathan's computer,
youth group.
One of the youth kids came up to him and was like, "Hey, put this on your computer." I have one on one of my Bible cases as well. So
it might have been a whole thing.
It was kind of a thing.
Yeah.
That youth person did it super adorably, and I was like, "Hey, could you do this?" And
Can you do this? Yeah. And I was like, "Dang it, your cuteness."
And I was like, "Yeah, all right.
Fine, if I have to."
But anyway, so yeah, one of the major hiccups was
my PC.
Was his PC. Another major hiccup was us obviously moving.
Yeah, we had to move.
So.
Oh my gosh. Oh, dude, like the time that we chose to move was during like world record heat for Kansas City.
And we were moving furniture.
Big furniture.
Like
we
couches.
Had like 15-foot U-Haul type situation.
Yeah.
That we made multiple trips in.
Yeah, it was awesome.
That's a word for it.
But anyway, so
yeah, computer stuff. Yes, I have a Mac, but I use my Windows machine for my main editing because it's better than this.
So yeah,
it was better than this.
So now we are back. We have everything figured out, and we are doing the
I don't know about everything, but
okay, we don't have our lives figured out, but that's not gonna.
That's why we're stuck doing this, bro.
But anyway, so as you can see behind us is a library of theological books.
Yeah.
That we have that will grow over time, and maybe you'll get a tour of it on the vlog.
You've got to be watching it though. If you're not watching it, you're not going to see it. That is how that works. That's
right. Yeah. But anyway, enough talking about this other crap. We have something to get to.
What was that, Zach?
So, if y'all remember from our season 1 finale, Nathan had just finished a little game called Kingdom Hearts 3.
Yes, so we did.
The base version, at least.
We didn't get through the DLC.
We didn't get through the DLC, and I'm not gonna make him.
Well, I want to do it, but we didn't get to it.
We didn't get to it
when we wanted to.
Other things have distracted us up until this point, and they will continue to distract us. I'm sure. We will play the Kingdom Hearts 3 DLC at some point.
Yep, we're getting there.
Yeah, but we started talking about Kingdom Hearts, and I was summarizing the events of the games up until Kingdom Hearts 1. I skipped a whole bunch of detailed crap because those games are dense as heck.
They are denser than the Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just finished like an 11-hour marathon of the extended editions with the youth group yesterday.
Yeah. So, there's a couple of things that we are going to do. Hopefully, today, during this episode, we can get through the events of Dream Drop Distance. Hopefully. We'll see.
Maybe.
We'll see. We might cut off before we might just arbitrarily decide just to be like, okay, we're done here.
Right.
But I'm gonna try and summarize through Dream Drop Distance if I can, and maybe we'll talk about some extra stuff. But anyway, some of the sources I'm using are obviously something called the Ultimate Handbook. It's a small little book. Ooh. If you can see it.
Yeah.
It's the Ultimate Handbook. It's just a little book with character profiles on some of the heroes and villains of the series through Kingdom Hearts 3. So you can find that on Amazon.
Oh yeah.
We might ignore that one a little bit.
Right.
The main source we'll be using, of course, is something called Kingdom Hearts Ultimania.
That thing is huge.
If you remember from the finale, I said there is an equivalent for Legend of Zelda to this. But this has literally everything leading up to Kingdom Hearts 3 in like one book. Mm-hmm. You can also find this on Amazon, or if you have a vintage stock like Nerd Store, where they sell like video games, and other books, you can find it there. So.
Yeah.
Again, to before we start on the summarization, a few things I just have to get out of the way. These are details from the series you just have to deal with.
Have fun. I can't figure the story out. I literally am just like Googling parts of the story at the moment on my other computer over here.
Yeah.
Because I can't remember everything. It's that detailed.
Where to start? So.
Xehanort.
Not there.
What?
No. All right. Item number 1. There are 3 versions of a thing called Kingdom Hearts. 3 of them. We've dealt with one so far. There's the one true Kingdom Hearts, which is basically the afterlife for the hearts of worlds and the hearts of men. Then there's the heart of all worlds, and then the hearts of all men.
I'm sorry.
Of all men.
I deeply apologize.
You just gotta have to deal with it. We haven't found the heart of all worlds. We've dealt with 2 of them actually. We've dealt with the true Kingdom Hearts once or twice, because we've been through Birth by Sleep.
Yeah.
And then we've dealt with the heart of all worlds. Item number 2. It's something I've already mentioned. Worlds have hearts, technically speaking. It's more of their core. The core of the world, that's their heart. Item number 3, worlds, they act like planets somewhat, but they're more like separate dimensions.
Mm-hmm.
It's really stupid and confusing.
It don't make no sense.
Item number 4, a heart, so it's every living thing has a heart.
Mm-hmm.
It's equally... ideally, a heart is equal parts light and darkness. So...
It's like Star Wars.
It's kind of like Star Wars. It's equal... Ideally, you have an equal amount of light and darkness inside your heart. Ideally. We don't know what happens to you if you have too much light. Although...
You turn into a star.
As far as we know, there are no adverse effects to a heart consumed by light.
Mm-hmm.
However, item number 5, and I'll include item number 6 here too. When a heart gets overtaken by darkness, it'll create something called a heartless, which is a creature that basically relies on instinct. It goes, finds other hearts, and consumes them.
Yep.
Item number 6, if you have a strong enough will. Well, okay. Item number 6. Let's go back forward. Back a little bit. When we talk about your heart, it's more the metaphysical thing, not the actual beating organ. Like in your... People aren't actually ripping out hearts and like eating them. But item number 6. And yes, Nathan, this is important for me.
I know. It's just funny way to explain it.
Yeah, item number 6. And this is a new type of being we'll run into.
Yeah, the eaters.
Item number 6 is the if you have a strong enough will after your heart has been taken, your will basically animates your body and continues to operate. And that's something called a nobody.
It's something. Technically, nobodies
don't exist. And we'll just leave it there for now. And item number 7. I think I'll stop the stuff here. A heart. Once a nobody and a heartless are defeated, then a person can be recompleted. Basically.
It's weird.
So, in order for you, once you become a heartless and a nobody, in order for you to return to your normal self, essentially, you have to basically find your heartless and find your nobody and kill them both. Then you will be yourself again.
That happened in the first game.
Not really, no.
Yeah, but
No, that's something else.
isn't that kind of the same thing? I guess it.
What's the same? What are you talking about?
Not when Riku. When
Sora turned
into a Heartless.
And then Kairi turned him back. That's because Kairi is something called a Princess of Heart. And she has...
Yeah, that's right. She found him.
Alright.
By accident.
So...
Somehow.
Now I'm opening up our giant lore book to the Kingdom Hearts timeline so I can keep track of where I am. Because time travel is going to be introduced here at some point.
No! No!
Calm down, Nathan.
No!
Alright.
In case you guys didn't realize at this point, I'm the antagonist here, and you are the main character.
Okay.
I poke the bear.
Alright. So, where last we left off in our summary.
Somewhere.
And if you are a Kingdom Hearts fan listening to this, I'm sorry. I know I'm skipping almost everything. Get over it.
I was gonna say, there's no way we can cover the whole thing.
There is no way, okay? Get over it. So, when last we left off, Sora, Donald, and Goofy saw Pluto in the middle of a random field in the middle of nowhere and chased off after him to the rest of the series, basically.
This is true, yes.
So, oh boy, how do I want to start this?
I'm gonna let you handle this one, bro.
God dang it. This is why I hate it when franchises release things, whether it's a movie franchise or a gaming franchise that technically released a prequel that's supposed to be a prequel after the main game. It sucks. Stop doing it. I don't like it.
Please just every single video game franchise.
And Disney.
And DreamWorks, for that matter. No.
And just if you are in the business of creating a story whatsoever, just listen up.
Dear George Lucas.
Okay, the prequels weren't bad though.
The prequels were okay. The sequels.
That was just
True. When you make a series, start at the beginning. J.R. Tolkien, start at the beginning.
technically speaking, he did, but you know,
No, he did this.
and he added more. he added more. That's the problem.
All right, you go ahead. Yep.
But if you are an aspiring writer,
where are we at?
I'll tell you in a minute. Just be careful how you write your story. We'll leave it at that. So,
Are we in Darkseeker Saga?
we are in the Darkseeker Saga. There's nothing else yet.
One or two.
We have finished with one.
Okay.
So, and there are a couple games before too that we have to go over because reasons. So, let's go ahead and start.
Yeah, just dive in. We gotta do it.
We gotta do it. We have other things to do. So, I'm going to start off with 358 over 2 days, or however you say it. I'm not gonna. So,
yeah, it is.
If you remember, at the end of Kingdom Hearts 1, we already kind of covered this.
Roxas, yeah.
Sora became a Heartless. And he had a strong enough will that a nobody was left behind. A nobody named Roxas.
Yep.
Roxas wakes up in a place called Twilight Town.
Yeah.
And is found by someone named Xemnas.
Beautiful man.
He does have some luscious locks, I will say that.
That's about the only good thing about him.
So Xemnas finds Roxas, asks him to join something called the Organization.
Ooh.
So Roxas joins the Organization and basically 358 over 2 days is a mission, a daily mission type of thing. It's like a weekly episode type of thing.
It's actually really well laid out.
It's really well laid out.
It's actually really cool.
So, over the course of the game, Roxas goes on daily missions, makes friends with a guy named Axel, who's like a redhead with, you know, a catchphrase that's like actually catchy. And a member that joins after him named Shion.
Yeah.
So they go on missions together, get super connected, all become all friends, even though nobody's supposed to have no emotions.
I don't understand it.
But
it doesn't make sense.
Axel, Roxas, and Shion might have hearts. Maybe it's unclear.
I think technically they would have to.
I'll get to it later.
Yeah.
So we get. Oh my gosh, Google, stop it.
Oh, your Google Assistant.
My Google Assistant.
It's been having a time.
So, they go on daily missions, get super connected, eat ice cream, which is kind of actually adorable.
Yeah, they do. They all eat ice cream together. Have ice cream sandwiches.
Brief side note: if you want a better storytelling, go watch or play or both these games.
I don't know if it'll help you so much more. You're just going to get more confused, and then you're going to refer back to us.
This is the bare bones.
This is
skeleton.
Like, you're getting below the ground level.
So, as we go on, we learn that both Roxas and Shion are somehow connected to Sora.
It's weird.
They're connected to Sora. And eventually, Roxas and Shion fight.
Oh yeah.
In order to gain the power, in order to gain their power, the power that whatever it is, I don't know. Yeah, in order to gain, because every time Roxas is around Shion, he gets weaker, and Shion gets stronger. So in order for Roxas to regain his lost power, he has to defeat Shion.
I remember that.
And Shion just has to defeat Roxas for... She's reprogrammed by the organization to basically fight Roxas and either destroy him or be destroyed by him for the organization's plans to work. Anyway, however, in the middle of this game, in the middle of the events of 358, that's what I'm going to call it. I'll call it 358. 358 or Days. Just know if I say 358 or Days, I'm using the name interchangeably.
Cool.
But anyway, in the middle of this, one day while Axel, Roxas, and Shion are being all cute and eating ice cream together.
Oh, that might be a thing.
It's not.
What?
No.
Wait,
Roxas and Shion maybe, but not.
Yeah, I was because I thought
Axel's like the cool uncle there.
That's a fair point.
But anyway, so in the middle of this, Axel's like, "Hey guys, I got this super secret mission at this place called Castle Oblivion."
Mm-hmm.
Which is where we pick up.
It's a very important place.
Yeah, where we pick up with Sora. If you remember from the season 1 finale, I think we covered this.
Yeah.
This is where Aqua hid Ventus's sleeping body after Ventus fought his evil doppelganger, evil counterpart, and his heart needed to go to sleep, so it went to Sora. But this is where Ven's body is Castle Oblivion.
Yeah.
And Sora's heart, ironically enough, Ventus's heart and body are in the same place without actually being in the same place.
It's an awkward situation.
So we pick up with Sora after the events of 1, and if you had played Chain of Memories,
did we play Rechain?
We played Rechain. Well, we watched the cutscenes.
I thought we watched through it. I remember that.
Okay. Brief, like real world side note here, guys. Chain of Memories initially came out on the Game Boy Advance, so it wasn't voice acted. It wasn't like the scenes were voice acted. The scenes weren't voice acted, but the game, they remade the game for PlayStation 2, and like all the subsequent remakes after that.
Yep.
But they remade it and called it Chain of Memories. And if you noticed, in the span of like a week, maybe a couple days, Sora goes from his Kingdom Hearts 1 voice to Some Happened.
He had
his voice dropped.
Little growth spurt.
Yeah. And that's just because the voice actor grew up in between, because it came out like 2 years after the first game. But anyway,
yeah.
So, Chain of Memories, Sora finds Castle Oblivion, and we meet someone named Marluxia, who is also part of the organization.
Cool.
Who's also part of the same organization that Axel is. I'll just refer to Axel singularly here because he's the only one that actually plays a part in this game.
Axel's real though, man. He's
real.
He's
so Axel goes on and keeps his Axel and the other organization members are completing a mission here, and as Sora keeps going deeper into the castle, oh no, he's losing his memories, but he's also remembering this girl named Naminé. The thing is over here.
We don't like Naminé.
Naminé, and
I don't like her.
She's all right. She gets better.
She do get better, but
she gets better. Like but Naminé, so Sora keeps going through the mansion, losing memories, forgetting memories. He's lost his memory of Kairi, and the memory of Kairi has essentially been replaced with Naminé. He meets up with Riku, whose memories are also kind of wonky.
Yeah, his were all messed up too.
And they're like, oh, we gave the same promise, Naminé, and Riku's brain hits a literal 404 error.
Yeah. Yeah, it actually does.
Error 404.
That's pretty accurate to what happened.
And we meet other organization members, such as, like I said, Marluxia.
Yeah.
Larxene, who's a butt.
Yeah, we don't like her.
Vexen, who's kind of a mad scientist. And, yeah, so we keep going there. And the last time we fight Riku, like right before he has the 404 error in his brain.
Yep.
It's revealed that Riku is a replica. It's something called a replica, which is to say he's not the real Riku, but he's a clone.
He's a fake.
He's basically
he ain't real.
He's basically a clone of Riku.
It's kind of sad, actually.
It's kind of sad. Yeah. So he's a clone of Riku.
Yep.
And so So Sora keeps going on to basically fight Marluxia, who's the final boss. Defeats Axel. Axel just like, okay, I'm done. Let's go.
Yeah.
He leaves.
Hold on, I'm going to pause the camera because it looks like the battery's getting angry.
Uh-oh.
Battery.
Uh-oh.
Battery's sad.
Podcast listeners, you're getting a bit of an extra little thing.
Oh, hey, Zach.
Hey, YouTube listeners. Sorry, we had to do a brief thing.
Little camera battery swap.
Yeah, but anyway, so Sora defeats Marluxia and basically frees Naminé and kind of frees Replica Riku.
What a guy.
From their control.
Yep.
But somehow that is not the main story of this game.
I don't understand how that's not.
So,
yeah.
After you complete Sora's story... Oh, okay. When you complete Sora's story, like the final boss fight, Sora, Donald, and Goofy have to go to sleep to regain their lost memories.
Yep.
So they choose to go to sleep and regain their lost memories, blah, 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 blah. And then we cut to the main menu again, and it's something called Kingdom Hearts Reverse Rebirth.
Yep.
Which is Riku's story. So if you remember on that game from Kingdom Hearts 1, Riku was kind of a edgy little edgelord.
He was kind of being weird.
He was Jerkface McGee, Lord of the Edge.
Jerkface McGee, Lord of the Edge. I love it. That's funny.
But anyway.
Wow.
However, at the beginning of this game, or if you remember from the end of 1, Riku and Mickey were trapped in the Realm of Darkness. Through the power of Yu-Gi-Oh! Ripoff, Riku gets to Castle Oblivion, but instead of going through the main floors like Sora did,
you're not wrong.
I'm just gonna keep
You're really
going.
not wrong.
So another side note, folks. I'm going to say stuff that's going to make Nathan laugh. And while I'm doing this, I'm going to try and keep going while he's just sitting over there dying. So don't pay attention to him.
That was awesome. So
it's
true, though.
Through the power of a Yu-Gi-Oh! Ripoff, Riku escapes the Shadow Realm and gets into Castle Oblivion.
He made it.
He made it. So he goes through the basement levels, fights 2 more members named, let's see, who does he meet?
People.
Alexius and Zexium. I had to remember their names. This franchise is gonna drive me insane if Nathan doesn't do it first. Anyway,
I don't even see him on the wiki.
So yeah, Riku goes through, fights those 2. He also fights Vexen, who's the mad scientist who created the replica, and that's how Replica was created, because the mad scientist of the group did a science project.
He did. Yeah, Zemna?
No, Vexen.
Vexen. Oh.
Anyway.
That's right.
Eventually, real Riku and Replica meet. They fight. Replica dies, sort of.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway. And then they meet. Riku and Mickey keep going through the castle. And they meet a character named Diz.
Yeah.
Or, as will be revealed later, Darkness in Zero. This is the disguised form of Ansem the Wise, who was betrayed by Xehanort before the events of 1, and basically hooked into the Shadow Realm for all eternity.
Awkward.
So now he's escaped himself and is going through trying to dismantle the organization for revenge purposes.
Mm-hmm.
So fast forward to Kingdom Hearts 2.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I know, I'm skipping a lot.
I was like, good.
Again, Kingdom Hearts fans, I know I'm skipping everything, but this is the essentials.
Okay, so Riku and Yensid are together at that point, right? No, they're not.
Riku and Diz are together, and they're working together. Oh, so...
Yeah.
Right before the events of Kingdom Hearts 2 start, Roxas and Riku fight. Riku assumes the form of Ansem, Seeker of Darkness, to defeat Roxas, and he basically knocks Roxas out, and they put Roxas in Discount Tron World.
It looked cool. They did a good job.
Not like actual Tron. Like Diz basically created a copy of Twilight Town in a computer and stuck Roxas in the simulation, basically.
It looked cool.
Roxas is in the Matrix.
Yeah.
So Roxas goes through about a week or so of events where the Matrix is starting to glitch. Axel shows up to get him. Diz shows up and it's like, hey, this guy is like stupid. At the end, Diz ends up guiding Roxas to Sora. Roxas and Sora merge. Roxas and Sora merge.
They merge.
They merge.
I like it.
So, if it's not clear now, if it hasn't been clear before, it should be clear now. Roxas is Sora's nobody.
Mm-hmm.
Xion is a replica of Sora that has had a bit of Sora's memories lodged inside her.
Yeah. It's a weird situation.
It's weird.
It's a weird situation.
It's just acknowledged. It's weird. So through Roxas defeating Xion, he absorbed Sora's memories, and Sora absorbed him like a wet sponge.
Yeah. This whole series makes no sense, you guys. Just remember that.
Yeah. So Sora wakes up, visits Yensid, whose name backwards is Disney. Ha. But anyway, Sora visits Yensid. Yensid is like, the worlds are in danger again. Go defeat the nobodies and the heartless. Sora goes and does that. Eventually making it...
Wow. Whoa. That was like 2 hours of the game you just sped through, bro.
I know. Sora goes and does that.
Yeah.
That's like half the game right there. So Sora goes and defeats it. He visits worlds he's visited before.
Yep.
Characters that were summons in the first game. He visits their worlds.
Yeah.
These are all Disney properties, by the way.
Oh, yeah. No, we have nothing to do with them.
Disney and Final Fantasy properties that...
Yep. Please don't sue us.
Yeah. But anyway, Sora goes and visits all these characters and stuff, and then in the process of doing that, they find King Mickey, and Mickey's like, hey, I might know where Riku is, but I'm not going to tell you for some reason. Even though I could just say, hey, Sora, I know where Riku is, but I promise not to tell you.
Right.
And Sora would just be like, okay.
Yep.
So then, eventually they make it to the world that never was. Ooh. This is the...
It really was the never world that never...
This is the homeworld of the organization, where the last vestiges of said organization are. There's like 3 people left.
Yeah, they're about near done.
Because through the events of Train of Memories and 2, Sora has...
We're almost done with 2, aren't we?
Yeah, we're almost done. Sora has defeated 90% of the organization.
Yeah.
Like, 95% of the organization at this point.
Yeah.
Well, okay, Riku has defeated like 2.
Sora could have done it.
Sora could have.
Yeah, I know.
But give Riku his credit. Anyway, so Sora meets up with Riku, who is in the... Riku and Kairi, who gets kidnapped again.
Why? That's the very end of the game, isn't it? She gets
she gets kidnapped towards the end of the game. So Sora meets up with Riku in the Secret of Darkness form and Kairi, and they meet up, and Sora has a good cry.
I lost my girlfriend again.
Then Mickey charges ahead and finds Diz.
Yeah.
Who totally isn't Ansem Wise. I mean, what?
What? That didn't happen.
Diz totally isn't Ansem Wise. I mean, what? And Mickey finds Diz. Diz is like, oh, I'm going to take off my cool mummy mask. Oh, hey, look, it's Ansem the Wise. What a surprise.
Ansem! Hi, Ansem.
Not like we didn't already reveal that.
Yeah, I know. And now we're in 3, aren't we?
Not quite.
What?
Not quite. I know. This series drags on. So, Sora defeats the remaining members of the organization.
Oh, yeah.
Diz basically nukes Riku back to normal.
That was pretty epic, though. That was an epic scene.
That was an epic scene. So the day is saved. They go home. Sora finally returns the Lucky Charm Kairi gave him in the first game.
Yep.
All is happy in the world, not knowing that these people are part of a multi-million-dollar gaming franchise. So
that's awesome.
Right after this, basically right after the events of 2, we get to Recoded. And I'm chonking through this, I know.
Yeah.
Recoded, nothing happens.
Fair.
Basically,
fair.
Nothing really happens.
Nothing happens.
So, it's basically, Sora is basically like the main character. That's all that's revealed. They're just like, hey, Sora's the main character.
Congratulations, Sora's the man.
Sora's the main character. And we're like, yeah, we know.
Yep.
And, so basically, Yin, Sid, and Mickey call Riku and Sora to become Keyblade Masters. And now we get to Dream Drop Distance. I hate this game. This game does not need to exist.
No, it shouldn't have existed. They shouldn't have done it the way
at least in the form that it does.
And wasn't that the, dancing one?
No, that's Melody of Memory.
Oh, that's what
So, Kingdom Hearts 3D, as it's called, because it's, it starts, each of the Dream Drop Distance the words Dream Drop Distance all 3 start with D. What a joke. Ha.
It's
but anyway,
dumb.
So Dream Drop Distance, this is where time travel gets involved, folks, so this is going to get complicated. So, Sora and Riku take their Mark of Mastery, which is far more complicated. So Ian Sid is basically like that. Hey Nathan, you remember that one teacher in school that always assigned way too much homework for no gapping reason?
Yes.
That's Ian Sid.
Yep, he is.
Because if you guys remember back to Birth by Sleep, all Mark Hamill had them do. And yes, Master Ericus is voiced by Mark Hamill.
Mark Hamill, yep.
And the name, by the way, the name Ericus is square backwards. Ha.
Wow.
But anyway, but Yin Sid basically is like, hey, Sora, Riku, you're gonna have to forget all you learned and relearn it, and then learn this other power on top of it.
Yep.
Let's just get this count that Sora has saved the universe 3.5 times by now.
This is true. Yep, he did.
Because he beat both Xemnas and and some Secret Darkness.
Yes, he did.
Which are the Heartless and nobody of Xehanort.
Yep.
The big bad of the series.
He is the big bad of the series, yes.
So,
I tell you what.
So, throughout the game...
What a man, what a man.
You get... I swear, the game developers were on drugs when they designed the enemies.
100%.
When they designed the enemies and like the sidekicks in this game. They were all on drugs.
Yep.
But anyway... So they go through this game. Both Sora and Riku bump into what we will later know as a time-traveling young Xehanort.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we're just getting started, guys. This is a pain train, I know. So they go through...
We're at 41 minutes, by the way.
I know.
I'm just looking at the time, I'm like, ooh.
Sora gets... Sora gets knocked out.
Yep.
And then we meet the real Organization 13.
Mm-hmm.
Which is basically Xehanort, like crusty old man Xehanort, like basically took 13 people and was like, hey,
yep.
these are mine now. Poof. And he went through and did that. Anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So he needs a 13th vessel. He's like, okay, Sora's going to be our number 13.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go. So he's number 13. Boom. There you go. But Axel blocks the shot, saves Sora. Sora's not a member of Organization 13.
Congratulations, Sora.
Good job, Sora.
He's still a good guy.
Yeah.
Like I said, Axel's the only real one at all in this whole series.
So, and, we cut to Yen Sid's office, kind of.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, okay. It's the equivalent of an office.
Yeah.
It's Yen Sid's study, whatever you want to call it. Yen Sid is like, hey, guess what, Riku, you're a master, but Sora, you're not, because reasons.
Yeah. Yeah, he's like, yep, Sora, you're not a master because I hate you.
I'm sorry. You could not, I don't think you could see my face. This game is stupid.
Yeah, I agreed. I can't track with it. Yeah.
When we went in to watch the cutscenes for this game,
yeah.
Okay, by the way, summary done. We will tackle the events of 3 in the next episode.
Yeah, we don't have time.
We don't have time. But I'm going to go on a little mini rant about Dream Drop Distance for a little bit.
Go for it.
I'm sorry, Nathan. Here we go.
No, I will suffer through it. Let's go. I hate that game.
So.
I don't hate it, actually. I just hate Dream Drop Distance.
Dream Drop Distance, if it was going to exist, fine. Why did you go this direction with it?
Why are you asking me?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Nathan. Nathan is just a proxy.
I am Square.
You're a Square / Disney. Why the heck did you go through
I'm sorry.
What is this?
I don't know.
It's what is this?
I was on drugs at the time.
That makes way too much sense. So, okay. So, side note, we have a whole bunch of episode ideas. We're not short on episode ideas.
Yeah, we have 70. Mostly he came
70.
up with them. I'm the tech guy.
Over 75. Let's just leave it there. So, in those ideas, I think I'm gonna try and convince Nathan to invite a friend.
We're gonna do it. We're doing it. Yes.
We're gonna invite. We also have plenty of guests.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm gonna have Nathan invite like a writer on, like a story writer on the show, or somebody who knows story writing.
Yes.
On the show, and we will tackle time travel as a plot point in its own episode.
It's gonna be its own deal because we don't have time.
We don't have time.
Yeah.
Suffice to say, yes, time travel is an alright plot point.
It makes it complicated.
It's very tricky to do. It is very tricky to do.
I think Marvel's the only people who got it right so far.
I like how Doctor Who did it by... they explained it by not explaining it.
They were still kind of wrong.
They were still kind of wrong.
They messed up some things.
They just broke their own continuity. But it's a time travel. It's a show based on time travel.
Yeah, I was gonna say time travel doesn't have continuity.
They explained it by not explaining how time travel works. Kingdom Hearts did an alright way of explaining how time travel works. It works, but
it does work, but it's not.
It's unnecessary.
Yeah,
It's unnecessary. My big problem with the Dream Drop Distance story,
yes,
at all, is that Sora was not made a master.
They should have made him a master.
Like I said
before, they should have done it.
Sora has saved the universe
multiple times.
Twice.
Yes.
At least twice. Probably more, considering all the other enemies he's beaten.
Yep.
That could have overrun the known universe. Why in the world, at the beginning? Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah. Here is a basic Dream Drop Distance rewrite that I have. Sora is named a master at the beginning. Riku needs to prove himself.
Yeah.
Because he was the one that actually got taken over by darkness and won.
Mm-hmm.
And Sora, in an act of friendship and solidarity, it's like, okay, I want to go through the test as well.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
And whatever happens with Sora, and then you could keep most of the cutscenes as they are.
See, they didn't do that. I don't know why.
You could keep most of the story as it is.
Why did they do that?
With the caveat of Sora already being a master.
Yeah.
And like,
I can't believe they didn't go that route.
And he's just doing it because his friend Riku is doing it.
Yeah.
And at the end, then okay, Riku is also a Keyblade master. Sora is also a Keyblade master.
Get there.
Now go get this one power that you need for the next game. There you go.
Yep.
Most of the story's the same. All right. At this point,
we're gonna have to call it, man.
Yeah, we're gonna have to call it. So, next episode, guys. Hopefully, next episode, we will tackle the events of 3. A few of our thoughts on the series in general.
Yep.
And
we'll get there.
And maybe a theory or two that I will look up. That either I or Nathan or both of us will look up, and we'll discuss those.
Yep.
So, until then,
peace out.
Peace.
Thank you guys.
Thank you guys for watching.
Subscribe, comment, share. Share again.
Share with your brother, mother, uncle, and sister.
Give us money.
Check out the Patreon in the description.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.